transfer special today. As always, I ask all my viewers to subscribe and like to the video if that would be good, and also we need to go through the results from the last few games. Obviously, I left you when I just played Palace and we won 3-1. We have since played United, drew 1-1 away, which is a good result. We then beat West Brom away 1-0, and then we beat Sheffield United 2-1 at home. So today is a transfer special, and we've identified some targets to try and buy. It's the 2nd of January, sorry, not the 1st, and we're going to have a look to see who we can bring in. So I've had, as you can see, there's a list of players here. We probably won't get all of them. We're going to see obviously what we're looking at. But the first one I'm going to look at is Louis Barry, young and upcoming, and we're going to see what price we can get for him and see if we can get him in cheapish. He's obviously a big youth prospect. We're going to offer a first of 2 million. Oh, that's 200. That's 2 million. Sorry, 2 million. And we'll add a sell-on clause of 15%, and we'll go with that as an opening offer. So they're happy with that. Okay, that's a good deal. Let's get into the negotiations with Louis Barry. See what he would like. 2 million, I think that's a reasonable deal for Louis Barry. Obviously, quite a young player, but I think eventually he's going to be a very, very good player. He is a prospect here. So we're not going to offer him too much game time. The prospect's good. He wants a 5-year deal, which is happy to give him. So obviously that means we can give him that. We don't want a release clause. We don't want him going for cheap. So the wages, let's offer him a start of 20k. Let's see where that gets us. 20k. There you go. So that's one signing in. Louis Barry is our first signing. We're going to go for Japhet Tanganga next and see if we can get Tanganga. So obviously we've got Louis Barry in. Tanganga, another youth player, highly rated. I don't know how much they're going to start, so I'm going to go in at 3.2, and we'll add another sell-on clause. I don't obviously know how much he's worth, so we'll go with a sell-on clause of 15%. 3.2 million, see what Tottenham say. Want 8.6 and a 10% sell-on clause. Okay, well let's counter that. Let's make it 15%, and we'll propose a new transfer fee of 7.2. 7.5. Okay, I'll take 7.5 million for Tanganga. That's good. I can take that. That's 7.5 million, plus the 16% sell-on clause. So that's obviously good. Now we've got the negotiations with Tanganga. He wants to be an imported player. Yes, he will be, because we've only got obviously Anderson on loan. So Anderson won't be here next year. We want a 5-year deal for Tanganga. Good young prospect. Very good. Doesn't want a release clause, which is perfect for us. Suits us. Wants 35 grand. If we can bring that down to 30, I'd be happy. Just knock 5k off that. He wants 35.5. Minimum. Okay, alright, we'll take that. That's good. So we've got 2 players in. Obviously we've got a centre back and a striker in Louis Barry. Louis Barry is obviously going to be one for the future, so is Tanganga. So we've got 13 million. We probably don't need that much in wage, so we can edit this a little bit to give us a bit more wage budget. We probably need, we'll leave it at 300, so we can give ourselves 28 million to play with here. So let's go back into the transfer hub. Obviously, another one was Karamiko. Who we need to look. I think first choice. We'll go Odsonne Edouard is the first choice from Celtic. 22. Not been given his chance in the Premier League yet, but very highly rated up in Scotland. Hasn't received his chance to come to the Premier League, and no one's wanting to take a chance on him. But we're gonna have a look. I think he's a very good finisher. we'll go in at 5 million. And again, we'll add on the sell-on clause because I think that's just a good tool to use. No, they really don't want that. They don't want to take that at all. That's brilliant. So we'll go in for Morelos this time. We obviously need a striker who's going to be first team. We can pay 22. No, we don't want to pay 22. We want to try and get him a bit cheaper than that. So let's see what we can do. 22 million is a lot of money. Obviously the negotiations are unstrict, so obviously if we're going to go and offer players from Man United and teams like that, they probably won't come. I'm going to go in at 14 million and we'll go in a sell-on clause of 10%, and we'll go with that. 21.3, we'll counter it. Don't want to pay 20 million, so we want to edit. Let's try 17 and a half. Actually, we'll go 17.8. Let's see if we can get him for that. 21.3. We need a striker. Oh, I'll pay it. Not quite what I wanted to pay, but all good. So we obviously need to offer the contract to Morelos, see what we can get out of him here. Obviously we paid 21.3 million, it's quite a bit of money, but let's see what we can do with a very good player. Morelos, he will be a very important player to this team, a player with very good quality. He wants a 4-year deal, which I'm happy to give him. That's fine. We're looking not to include a release clause, so we don't want a release clause, which is all good. We'll take that. We'll go in 45. I'm going to offer a sign-in bonus of 300 grand. That's 48. 15 appearances, 750, and a sign-in bonus 470. Okay, I can do that. That's Morelos signed as well. Good. Next, so Edward can be removed because he is not going to come. Danny Rose is a free agent. He's 30 years old. We've obviously got Joe Bryan and Anton Robertson at the minute. So I don't quite undecided on Danny Rose at the minute. Karamiko Dembele. I mean, if we can get that 2.9. Skip, yeah, alright, we'll pay the 2.9. I'm happy to pay 2.9 million, so I think he's a big prospect, so let's negotiate. I'll pay that, good. Nice little release clause there. It's not like Morales' which is 20, it was 22 they wanted me to pay. Prospect, he will be a prospect, good. 5-year deal, happy with that, really good deal, 5 years. Not looking for a release clause, happy. 1.8 and 15. I'm very happy with that. That was an easy deal concluded. I have, as I've got, I probably won't get Hadji. Tavernier, I think he's going to be worth a bit. What have we spent? So we've still got a bit of money, haven't we? Obviously we've spent quite a lot. So we've more on transfers. Where's the breakdown? Transactions. So we have spent 21. It's 28.8 to 30, so it's 30 million we've spent on transfers. Looking at the budget, we could have a maneuver it around a little bit to get more. I think Tavernier is probably not. I think we need a goalkeeper. What I'm thinking is possibly, I've just thought of a goalkeeper in Nick Pope. How much is Pope going to go for? $28 years old. 22 million value that. Yeah, that's not happening. We're not going to get 22 million for Pope. goalkeeper. Obviously, we've got Ariel. We could wait to the end of the season. But let's obviously have a quick look at where these players fit into our team. So obviously we've signed Louis Barry. Obviously, he's going to be around the side. So I'm going to take Harrison Reed off the bench. Put Barry on there. Voss is obviously a youth we brought through. Morelos will go straight up front. It depends who we take out. Probably Mitrovic at the minute. So Mitrovic could be up. Mitrovic would probably make the bench. Madger's not really impressed me that much lately. Tanganga go in at centre half. Probably won't start to begin with, but will be a big player for us. So, and then Karamiko Dembele, obviously very bright future, but he can go there. So we've obviously got Barry, Mitrovic, Kearney, Dembele, Visa, Lamina, Tanganga. Tanganga probably will become a first teamer over Adarabioyo. Obviously Adarabioyo, I think is staying here next season, but Anderson is on loan. So obviously Morelos though, 77, very good player. Up front with Cavallero now, so that's good. Trying to think goalkeepers who we could look at. Obviously we're trying to think. So we want goalkeeper. We could probably go a bit younger. Go for a bit of route, 16 to 21 in the Prem. See what goalkeepers they can come up with. Meslier must be worth quite a bit. Good player, very good Meslier. He's got a release clause of 12 million. I think. I mean, we can have a look at him. We can see if we can get him from Leeds. See if we can prize him away. But he might have to wait till the summer. Concert, yeah, we're not going to get concert yet. Let's have a look. Cannot afford to let it play in the release clause, play, and the club isn't willing to let him go. Fine. Consa. I think Consa will be worth more than 6 million, or what we've got in the bank, obviously. But let's see, because Consa's youthful as well, so we're going for a bit of a youthful look, obviously. If we go 3, we want 4. Again, we'll add on the sale, of course, but we'll up it to 20% this time because we're paying less, or trying to pay less. No, Dean Smith isn't having that. I think I did say I didn't think he would probably come from that. Danny Rose is the one I'm undecided on. I don't think it's worth paying the money for him. Obviously, at the age of 30, probably not worth the money. Zagadou, he's going to be worth more than that, I would have thought. Let's have a look. We can see if we can get him, and if he was willing to come. But obviously I don't know what he's priced at again, obviously because we haven't got a scout report on him. We'll go in at 4 million, 15%. We'll see what they come back with. It might not well be. Yeah, again, one that's not really going to come off for us at the minute. So Zagadou there. Meslier will be definitely kept till next year, and Tavernier is very good. But again, I don't think Rangers are going to let Tavernier go for less than 6 million. It's probably not going to happen. Let's see what we can do. Go in at 4. Again, try the 20%. We can't really player swap anyone because we haven't got any good players that are on. No, it's just not happening in the negotiations. But the ones we've signed are very young, youthful. So we've got obviously that. So obviously we're going to go with that. So that will be the team for the time being. So obviously Areola's on loan, so he'll be going at the end of the season. I think Tete's on loan. I'll double check that in a second. Anderson's definitely on loan. Adarabioyo, I think, isn't on loan. I don't think he is. He may well be though. Robinson's not. Onomar's in because Lookman's banned at the minute. He got too many yellow cards. And Greaser, Loftus-Cheek obviously on loan. De Corvery's not, and Cavalera's not. So we've got one, two, possibly three or we got 5 players possibly on loans. We've got Areola, Adebayo, Anderson, Tete, and Loftus-Cheek, who are obviously on loan. The rest are permanent. So we will probably in the summer need to spend some money to rejuvenate the squad again. Lookman's on loan as well, so Lookman will obviously be leaving us in the summer. But with the players we brought in, Dembele very good, youthful, all got lots of potential and room for improvement, which is exciting. Morelos, superb signing from Rangers, obviously 24 years old, 77, but full of goals. So obviously up front with Cavaleiro, and just gives us a bit more boost in up front, because we haven't had a lot of backup. We've got Madra obviously who's here, but again Madra's on loan, so we'll be going at the end of the season. So we will go have Mitrovic, Barry, Cavaleiro and Morelos. Cavalleiro's not even a proper striker, but he can play up there, and he's obviously proved his worth this season. So that'll be the team. On that, I think that's probably all the business we're going to do, unless there's a few offers that come in over the next few weeks when we're playing games, as you'll see. We can answer them as we go. But for the buying side of things, I think we're done, unless we get a lot of money in. So let's have a quick show of the league. Oh, I'll keep pressing the wrong way. Quick show of the league for you. Obviously, as you can see, the first game back will be Sheffield United in the FA Cup. We'll pick the competition. We're in the Premier League. So we are top after 21 games with 15 wins, 4 draws and 2 losses. Obviously 2 points clear of City, miles beyond what we thought we would ever be near this season. We're meant to finish mid-table, so at the minute mid-table is 34 points. We are 15 points clear of mid-table. Fine, which is what we were expected to do. I don't expect us to win the league from the position we're in, but we may well, we may not. Just see what happens really. But City, Liverpool, United are definitely chasing us down. It all depends how the last 16, 17 games go. So it'll be an interesting run to the end of the season. But for this transfer special, we're all done. As I said at the start, if you could like and subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you for all of your support throughout this career mode so far, and I hope you all continue to watch and see how far we can take this Fulham team. But it's a bye from me. Thank you for watching, and I hope you tune in next time.